Moving on, we have Sharad Sinha who's called in from Jamshedpur. Sharad, tell us, how can we help you?
Yeah, actually, I would like to know about the reverse mortgage, actually, how it works.
Sorry, Sharad, could you repeat your question? There was a problem with the audio over there.
Yeah, reverse mortgage. I would like to know about reverse mortgage.
You want to know about reverse mortgage. Am I right?
How it works, actually. Yeah.
How it works.
How old are you, Mr.
47 years old.
Well, Mr. Sinha, I don't think you are eligible for a reverse mortgage. Reverse mortgage is meant for senior citizens who are staying in their own home, which is free from any liability. In that case, that senior citizen can use it to generate a pension for himself. The pension is generated in many ways. One way is that the bank gives a loan which is given over to an insurance company that gives the lifelong pension to the owner of the house. The other way is that the bank disburses monthly installments of loan. You continue to stay, the senior citizen continues to stay in the house till they are alive and after their death till their spouse is alive. Post that, the bank will give an option to the heirs to pay off the loan along with interest, in which case they can then take over the property. If the heirs are not willing to do that, the bank would sell off the property, repay its loan, and if there is any surplus, that will be made over to the heirs. If there is any deficit, they can't really recover it from anybody. That will be the bank's loss. But I think the starting point is that it is meant for only senior citizens.
Right. Harsh, also could you elaborate a bit on how the payout actually happens, on how the money that you get from the bank actually happens? Because we've got a lot of people calling in on Property Hotline and asking us if, they could take a reverse mortgage to fund their children's education, to actually fund their children's wedding, etc. A lot of them are looking at it as, a single payment, a one tranche payment that they can get to probably buy a new house, buy a smaller house for them to live in during retirement. Could you give us an example of how exactly the payout is done?
So I think if they are looking for a lump sum loan, then reverse mortgage is not really a good product for them. It is meant to give a pension. If they are looking for a lump sum loan, then it is best to take a loan against property. But for senior citizens, obviously they will not be able to get a loan against property. So they may have to have their children join in as borrowers. They can be co-borrowers and provide the property as a security. In fact, please remember, on the reverse mortgage, the interest rate is not very low. I mean, I think it is around 10.25%.
So it is on par with what we would be paying for a home loan. You can get it on
loan against property as well. So I think Mr. Sinha, who's asked this question, is only 47. If it is for himself that he is looking, you are much better advised to take a loan against property rather than a reverse mortgage loan.
So Sharad, you should ideally be looking at a loan against property. However, if it is for your parents and they are owners of a property, then yes, reverse mortgage is something that they could obviously look at. Just to run through the product quickly for all our viewers, reverse mortgage is essentially what it says. It is a reverse of a mortgage, a reverse of a home loan. Here, where in a home loan, you pay an EMI to eventually gain ownership of the home. Here what you do is transfer the ownership of the home to the bank, and the bank pays you an EMI for that. So it is a good option if you are a senior citizen. If you are living in your own property, the property does not have any loans on it. It is not under lien in that sense. And if that is the case, then you can actually mortgage your property to the bank and you can get a monthly income on it. Now, you cannot get a lump sum payment. There are no lump sum payments in reverse mortgage. That is something that you need to remember. Harsha, I can see that you want to come in.
You can get a lump sum payment. It is very low. I think the maximum is some 12.5 lakhs and it is only for certain purposes, etc. for all practical purposes, we can say that you cannot get a lump sum.
Right. The idea over here is that the bank and the government, when it actually came out with the reverse mortgage product, wanted to give some sort of security to the senior citizen, and that was the reason the reverse mortgage product was actually introduced in the market. And it really does just that. It gives you an income. It gives you a guaranteed income in your old age.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.